This assignment is going to count 25% of your total mark. You are required to undertake this assignment on your own. That is why it is called individual assignment. This assignment will be submitted in a form of a learning journal. It asks you to present your 5 most important and relevant key learning points during the entire course. What is a key learning point? A key learning point is not a topic. Let's give you an example of a topic. Performance management. Another example, training and development. This assignment does not ask you to present topics. It rather requires you to submit key learning points. Simply, a key learning point is a statement given in a form of a sentence. A key learning point needs to be presented in a form of a sentence. For example, human resource management is not personnel management. Let's give you another example. An HR database allows us to make a proper HR planning. In this assignment, you are required to present 5 key learning points. Now, let's look at how you can present your learning journal. First of all, you need a cover page where the name of the program, the name of the course, the type of assignment, your name with your student number, the lecturer's name, the date of submission, and the number of words are clearly provided. After that, you need to structure your journal. There are different ways to do that. This is just one example. As a title of your first page, present the first key learning point in boldface. The heading of your first paragraph then should be synthesis. Here, you need to present what you've learned in class about this key learning point. And you need to clearly show the essence of the key learning point. The heading of the second paragraph would be research. In this section, you are required to bring other people's view about your key learning point. Find those opinions in the internet, in the newspapers, in your textbook, in the academic journals at the library, etc. Make sure you reference your sources properly in the text. Obviously, you will need to provide a detailed list of your references at the back of your learning journal. This section also requires you to indicate your own opinion about what these other people are saying. The third paragraph will be on application of knowledge. Here, you need to bring an example from your own organization. Please do not generalize. You do not know what's happening in other organizations. Just show what's going on in your organization with regards to the key learning point. Indicate the issues, needs, or opportunities, and then give recommendations based on what you've learned in class. The last paragraph should be on new knowledge. What else do you think is important about the key learning point, but you did not discuss it in class? Here, you need to stretch your learning boundaries. Bring something new. Make sure that your key learning point is well stated. Indeed, if the key learning point is wrong, everything below also is wrong. The length of each key learning point presented should not exceed 1.5 pages. 2 pages would be acceptable, but above that will be penalized. How will your assignment be marked? 5% will be on layout and style. 15% will be allocated to your ability to recall your knowledge and to synthesize your learning. 30% for your research, another 30% for your ability to contextualize and apply your knowledge, and 20% for your ability to go beyond what you have learned. Please make sure to submit your assignment on time. Late submission will be penalized. Now, please watch carefully this clip on plagiarism.
When writing a paper, how do you determine what you have to acknowledge from other sources, and how do you do it? That's the topic for this episode of Information Literacy. Hi, my name is Bob Baker and I'm the Library Director at PCC's Community Campus. Welcome to the series of online tutorials designed to help you become a more knowledgeable information consumer and help you to get better grades. Let's open this tutorial with a definition of plagiarism. Simply put, it is using someone else's words or ideas and representing them as your own. The first and most obvious example of plagiarism is buying a term paper from a company or individual and then turning it in with your name on it. Another example is copying words directly from someone else's paper or from a published work and representing it as your own. This includes copying from traditional print formats, such as books or periodicals, or from online sources like a database or the web. A more subtle form of plagiarism is taking the words of someone else and paraphrasing them to make them appear like they're your own original words or ideas. Plagiarizing could very likely land you a failing grade for your paper or possibly even for your class, not to mention the fact that it's just plain dishonest. One of the traps some students fall into when conducting research on the web is in thinking that information on the internet somehow falls outside the ethical boundaries of having to be acknowledged. And it's also very tempting to copy and paste information using word processors because it's so easy. The instances of copying and pasting have actually led many colleges and universities, including Pima Community College, to use anti-plagiarism services such as Turnitin.com. These services will scan through term papers and identify matches, including approximate matches, to language from websites and term paper mills. Instructors can then receive a report that shows those matches, along with the original source material and a statistical estimate of the likelihood that the material was plagiarized.
So I got home tonight and realized that, oh my goodness, I've got a paper due tomorrow. I can't believe my teachers. There's no way they can possibly expect me to do all this work myself. There's no way I can possibly have done this before tonight. On Monday, I had to get my hair done. On Tuesday, I had to go tanning. Come on! Because on Wednesday, I had a date with someone totally hot. Whew! Well, on Thursday, there was a game, and on Friday and Saturday, doing homework is basically useless because between going to parties and going to work and going to the rec center, who has time? I mean, I'm in college. I'm not old like my professors. Professor Donnelly, for example, he might as well say that I dress this way because I left my fashion sense in the 60s. I'm the one who has to look hot. So anyway, I get home tonight and I decide I need to solve this problem with my paper by getting online, Googling my topic, and then wham! My paper's done, care of Timothy Hinckley. So here's to you, Timothy, wherever you are. I hope I get an A.